GJ Math.
In these types of sums, you get a big fraction with lots of different bases and exponents, but there are no pluses or minuses between the bases. This we call type 1 of fraction exponent sums. You do some of them in grade 10, but in grade 11, you are going to definitely get them in exams. Let's look at a few steps. Step 1, you will shift fact each base. So you want to prime factorize. Then please remember brackets in there, and then you just simplify into the brackets. After everything is prime based, you are going to write a big 2, bring all the exponents towards it, a big 3, a big 5, and then just simplify in the end. Let's see how it works. So in this case, the 2 is fine. I'm just going to leave it like that. The 3 is also fine. But now the 6, I can simplify to 2 times 3. Okay, please remember your brackets. Then the 2 at the bottom is fine. But this I can rewrite as 2 cubed minus 1, okay. Now I'm just going to multiply into the brackets. So this still stays the same, 3n. But now 2 to the power 1 minus n times 3 to the power 1 minus n. So I'm going to multiply both of those exponents into both bases. At the bottom, it's going to be 2 to the power n minus 2 and 2 to the power negative 3. So now I'm just, to help a bit, I'm going to highlight all the 2's in the same color. So let's do this, and this, and then there's only 2 3's, so I'm just going to leave them. Now I can make a big 2. The top exponents I'm going to plus, so law 1 of exponents, and then plus 1 minus n, and the bottom exponents I'm going to subtract, so minus n minus minus 2, and then minus minus 3. There are still 3's as well, and both of them are at the top, so I'm just going to say n plus 1 minus n. And now I can just simplify to get the answer. 2n minus n, they just cancel out, so I know the n's are gone. And then negative 3 plus 1 gives me negative 2, and then plus 2 plus 3 gives me 3. So then I can move over to the 3's. I'm going to write a big 3, and then n minus n just cancels, but then to the power 1. Final answer in this case is just 8 times 3, so that gives me 24. When I look at these two sums, they are exactly in the same format. There's no pluses or minuses between the bases, so I'm going to follow the same rules. First step, prime factorize all the bases. So I know 8 can be written as 2 cubed. 6 I'm going to write as 2 times 3. Just keep the exponent. And 9 is 3 squared. 1 minus n. Okay. 16 I can rewrite as 2 to the power 4. And then 3 to the power minus n just stays like that. Okay, step 2 is simplify into the brackets. So that just stays there. Then 2 to the power n minus 3, 3 to the power n minus 3, and then this one, 3 to the power 2 minus 2n. So remember to distribute this 2 to the 1 and to the n up there. In this case, the same with the 4. This is going to be 4n minus 4, and 3 to the power negative n. So now you can use highlighters if it helps. So I'm going to highlight all the 2's, just so my brain can see which goes where. And then the 3's are just there. So now I can say, for the 2's, it's 3n plus n minus 3. The bottom I'm just going to subtract, so minus 4n minus minus 4. The 3's, n minus 3, plus 2, minus 2n, minus minus n. For the 2's, this is going to give me 3n plus n gives me 4n minus 4n. The n's just cancel. And then minus 3 plus 4 gives me a positive 1. Now for the 3's, I am just going to say it is n minus 2n plus n. The n's also cancel. And then minus 3 plus 2 gives me a negative 1. So the final answer for this sum is 2 over 3. let's look at the last sum. So I'm going to follow the same steps. Prime factorize first. So this is 2 times 3 to the power 6x. Then 27 is just going to be 3 cubed with a 3x on the outside. 54, if I put that on my calculator and press shift fact, it's going to tell me it's 2 times 3 cubed, so 2 times 27. But I'm only interested in the prime bases. This one now, a quarter. Okay, so we know 4 is 2 squared. So I can write this as 2 to the power minus 2. I don't want to have fractions inside fractions. That's just going to be too complicated. So rather write it like that. The next step is to just simplify into the brackets. 2 to the power 6x, 3 to the power 6x. This one, so remember your law 3, I think, is going to be multiply the exponent. So the base stays a 3, but the exponent becomes 9x. At the bottom, just going to do the same. So that's 2 to the power 4x times 3 to the power 12x. And then there I need to distribute the negative 2 with both of the terms outside the bracket. So that's going to be 2 to the power minus 4 plus 2x. Taking my highlighters now. So 2's are there, there, and there. And then the 3's I'm just going to group together as well. Okay, so final answer will, or not final answer, the next step would be 6x. Now I need to subtract the bottom one. So minus 4x minus minus 4 minus 2x. The 3's, whoops, I didn't give myself enough space, but let's make it work. Plus 9x and then minus 12x. Okay, so for the 2's, I am going to have 6 minus 4 gives me 2, and then at the end there's also a minus 2x there, so that's just, the x's just cancel, and then minus minus 4 becomes positive 4. With the 3's, 6 plus 9 gives me 15x minus 12x gives me 3 to the power 3x. Final answer would then be 16 times 16 times 27 to the power x. Those exponents are not the same, so I'm not allowed to multiply them. That is the final answer.
If this video helped you, please like and subscribe.
JJ Math.